Hi everyone, you're watching Jana Forex. In this video, I'm going to make technical analysis for the coming week. We will look at main pairs, important levels, and possible entry points as usual. And a little bit of results again this week trading. It's August, and I was always worried about trading in August, but it's ended up another profitable week, and we made about 400 pips in profit. So that's really good. And not only that, I will show you results of the trades a little bit. So this is the, you can see one of the main accounts I'm showing you at Light Forex. You can actually see the links in the description under this video where you can see the proof of the trades, and actually if you want, copy it. Because this one I'm trying to trade very safe. I'm not placing like really mad trades and big lot sizes, so I'm trying to keep the drawdown very low, and except I do really like to trade it a little bit with higher risk, which I will show you another account in a minute. So let me just show you this week of these trades. You see, that's what the result was of trading about 0.02, 0.04 lot sizes maximum. So you can see with the recovery, we had maximum growing to 0.11. So that was the highest lot, which went on the recovery mode. So that's the result for a week on one of the accounts. So, and now I want to show you a little bit of a different one, which is with another broker, A Markets. And this account I have since April, and this is more like for testing. I actually showed these results of these trades at the beginning, like in April. This is where another trader started to trade it, and then we had testing EA on this account, and also other indicators and another EAs and different systems. And the results you can see were really, this is a good result. I'm going to show you the results I actually had afterwards, which were not very impressive. I'm going to show you. So we were starting, I'm pretty much sure, sometime in April. I'm going to put the beginning of April, and up to that's the week of August, previous week. And here we go. Yeah, you see, so we started with the balance, you can see, on 10th of October with 3,850, and had different trades in, and like I'm saying, different strategies applying. And here's we end up with loss of $400. You can see that's quite a bit, right, of the account. So last week, this week trading, I decided that, okay, now I need to make it back because the systems don't work, and I was applying only the system I use, my breakout price action system with my EA. And you can see in the 1 week, okay, so I'm going to show you that, okay, from we're going to put like from 11th, like, let's say, okay, Sunday and up to today. Okay, so I'm making the video on the 17th of August, and this is the only 1 week trading. You can see the result is $444. So I recovered the loss of 4 months of testing and playing around on this account. I recovered it in 1 week. Okay, so you can see that's what you can do. That I'm showing you the differences, right? You just saw the previous account where I'm trading very safe, kind of safe-ish, and you saw with the lowest lots. And this is a different account doing pretty much the same, just a little bit more aggressive and jumping into more other trades and bigger lots. And you can see the results. So it's exactly the same week. And you can see the lot sizes, okay, they're not huge. Like I'm saying, it's not like one lot. Of course, I could have, like, say, take chances and like place one lot and see what's going to happen. No, so you can see the lot size is 0.05. I still have the same 0.04, 0.02, 0.10, 11. So at one point I had a biggest lot size was 0.5. It was a recovery again. So as I'm saying, with the recovery on the EA, you really need to keep an eye on it to see if it grows to quite a bit of lot size. Especially you have to see what's leverage. Like on this one I have 1 to 100, except the other one is 1 to 4 or 500, which actually gives more opportunities to trade a little bit more aggressively with better results. But I'm still trying to keep it quite safe. But you can see on this one a little bit more aggressive, and the result is completely different. So, but I can't really give you this That's what I'm saying, guys. I'm trying to give you the safest, but the lot size you have to decide yourself. You can see I've been trading this with the money management. You saw like 4 months, it was a loss, and this is in 1 week. I recovered it fully with not huge lot sizes. So you saw maximum 50 only once it went so high. And pretty much most of them, the maximum was like 18, 0.18 also once. So maximum lot sizes I was placing 0.10. Okay, so you can see how the lot sizes around here. You can see the small lot sizes too. You can have pretty good results. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you that if you stick to the strategy, so that's this week I was trading with my strategy. So purely my strategy with just a little bit more trades. I was taking a little bit more risks, let's say, compared to what I was given in my at my signals. So, well, here you are, guys. You can see the opportunities. It's all possible, and you just need to, it takes time to learn how to do it, obviously. So let's just go back, and I will do technical analysis quickly for the main pairs. Obviously, if you want to join for my daily screenshots, you know where to find it. It's at Patreon. Still, guys, like I'm saying, I don't really like to give the signals as signals. I do really like it to call screenshots. I'm giving you ideas where to look for the placing the orders, and that's where you can decide what lot size you want to put. Because giving the signals is really hard. You saw pretty much right now I'm concentrating more on gold and cross pairs. With cross pairs, still need to be really careful. They have very big spreads and slipperages. I got like in one of the bad trades with one broker, it worked out well. With our broker, had it like 80 pips slipped. So where it was supposed to come out with profit already, I only got into the trade, which was also lost, but then it's recovered by the EA. So quite a lot of possibilities, and I'm giving you another also option, guys. So I agreed with programmer because some of you can see my daily, my weekly technical analysis. Some of you might understand how the system works, so you can just use EA if you want, and it's only $20 a month. So I agreed on a very low price, negotiated with programmer, and he agreed on okay, only $20 a month. You can also get it, but there will be no screenshots from me, no daily screenshots. Weekly I will continue doing, but the daily ones you will not get. But it's a very small price, and if you understand how it works, you saw how I did it in 1 week. I recovered fully the whole loss and also made some profit. So you can see it's all working. Well, okay, I didn't show you. You want to maybe see? Yeah, you see. Here we go. You see, there's nothing floating. So I closed all the trades. Okay, so okay, made with all return. So I made what $18. Okay, so made 400 back, 400 something. Also end up with $18 profit now. You see, that's what I'm trying to tell you and show you guys. How it's all working if you understand and you are not trying to treat it like I don't know, fast get rich fast schemes. It's not, just takes time, but you can do it. So just need to a little bit more practice, I would say. Okay, and just try to go in, like I'm saying, for smaller lots, play with smaller lots. That's how it is. You saw how it's working. Okay, let's just go back now to the screenshots. And euro dollar. So like I'm saying right now, the market is not as very volatile on the main pair, so I'm more concentrating like on gold. It's very volatile and gives me really good movements, which I can, like you see, place my trades and make losses and make profits back. So to be honest, I want to tell you one thing: how to accept the losses when you are thinking of making a profit. You just think loss is just your investment. Okay, so you might lose $12, but you make $14, so you make $2. Okay, so it's treated like you didn't lose it. Okay, you invested it to make some profit. Okay, it might be not huge if you get that loss, but it's still a profit, right? So that's how you treat it and not get upset, and just keep doing it. Okay, and now we're starting with euro dollar. So you can see, let's do bigger chart screens again. As last week expectation was, we were like stopping in here. Remember I told you here's consolidation started because we had one downtrend channel and also the bigger trend channel. That's why the market didn't know if it want to continue back inside the bigger one or just to go in a small one. So obviously this week it decided to continue in the smaller one. Obviously some news helped too, that ECB, European Central Bank, might soften the monetary policy. So that's what it's helped euro to go down this week. So the coming week will be some news for American dollar, obviously, some also commentary from Fed. So you need to remember that, okay? So, and that might influence and move the markets again. So what's with euro dollar now? Obviously, we can see it's in a downtrend channel. Now it's like slowed down here. So we will see what it's going to do. It might just continue the way down, obviously. And we have exactly the same levels from the previous trades. So obviously, if there will be some comments for dollar favor, so we'll see it's falling, continue the way inside the channel, okay? And obviously it will go down here, it might turn around, and depends on what kind of news is going to be, it might just sit in that channel, okay? So it might go down and then turn around. Maybe we'll go down to this level and consolidate a little bit here. So, but that's pretty much the picture is we are inside the downtrend channel. So that's quite easy. So pound dollar didn't continue the way down as was one of my expectations. Well, because Brexit obviously is still in the air, but well, it needed recovery. So I'm still kind of not buying pound. I see it a bit risky. That's why I was looking for opportunities to sell. Was nothing, no opportunities. So I had some consolidation. You see, I don't like to go into pound because if it goes into these consolidations, they're not very wide. So if I get in a bad trade, it's not going to be easy to recover from it, to come out from it. Okay, so I need like roughly a 60 or 100 pip movement. That would be good for taking out with the recovery, okay, if you get the loss. So that's why I felt a bit riskier to go with pound dollar, but it has a bit of recovery also based on some news, some talkings again, some rumors, and that's why a little bit better results, news for pound. And so that's the market took it as a little bit of correction. So what's going to be next? Again, you see the pair. I still would look if there are any consolidations. Maybe it will go a little bit. You see, it's a channel. That's what I was showing to you and telling you. Yeah, it does look like it's in the channel. And obviously, I saw a possibility of going down and then have a bit of correction inside the channel. So that's why I would consider that a bit of correction. Let's wait for it to finish. Maybe it will go around here, this area or something. I don't know. Depends like when the news are going to come out, and then I would be still looking opportunities to sell it. Okay, I don't feel it yet comfortable to buy, unless, like I'm saying, there is something unpredictable, unexpected, something comes out. Right. So at this moment, just looking at this area, let's see then what it's going to do. But at this moment, I still treat it as a downtrend channel. Okay, dollar yen also not much. We had a bit of the movement here, which we used this consolidation in here, but it didn't break the level. So right now, well, obviously it's also still in a downtrend channel, and also considering with all this news, a little bit trade war calmed down, and pretty much, well, I would have expected the pair continue in this channel. So let's see that correction. So obviously here is I see my entry point going around this area, so, and that would be my buy and sell order. So it could be a good move, continue way up as in the channel, or it might just again just break and continue the way down. So we'll see, rely on the news, but this is the area to look at. Of course, need to be a little bit careful with the swings, okay, because it might break, then come back, and then only continue. So that's pretty much easy with dollar yen. Australian dollar, well, not much, to be honest, just getting like, looking like in a triangle. To be honest, again, with the trade wars, I thought the Australian dollar would get a little bit strength because it's a little bit gone quiet, but it didn't break. You see, this is our pattern. So obviously going in here and placing the orders buy and placing the orders sell would be one of my options, except it's very close to 1.5 and another level. So what I can see here, like I'm saying, with all of this, so of course I would expect Australian dollar to go in a bit of a correction now, but it doesn't look like it want to do it. And see, maybe again waiting for some news, Fed Reserve maybe say something again. Possibly if it will break that, you see, technically looking, if it would break that, maybe stop by this, come back and on top of this level and then continue the way up. That would be technically. And obviously if it will break down, then as a triangle, and it just continue the way, because we are actually in a downtrend, big downtrend channel, as you can see on the bigger picture, right? So it can easily to just pick the continued direction, because it had enough consolidation, like, okay, decided not to do in a correction, but it still had a bit of the brief, so it was briefing, and after something like that, it easily can continue the way down. And also we have a bit of the spin, this candle, right, the wing, which didn't change the direction, like I'm saying. You see, these candles they're tricky. They can mean changing directions at the same time. They can mean that market can come back and cover it. So that's why obviously it can continue the way down. But like I'm saying, with my way of trading, placing the orders both directions, you see how it's working well for me. So that's how I'll be looking to go in here and then see going to one another level. And then we will see for next consolidations and possibilities of placing orders both directions. This moment, you see, it's both directions too. Well, dollar Canadian, just as expected, continued the way up. So this is where we had a bit of the buys. I didn't go for the second one buy just in case I wasn't sure, and it was pretty much correct. You see, it didn't finish the uptrend. Obviously, kind of now it's reaching the top but didn't break it, so kind of now a little bit give the signals of possible change in the trends. But with the news, we don't know for dollar what it could be. So I would see this is the area. Okay, so for now I would just wait for pair to go into this area, and then if it will have a bit of consolidation, then of course again placing the orders buy and placing the orders sell, because it can go either way. I mean, at this moment, yes, like here it was a little bit more stronger towards uptrend, but now as it didn't touch it, the level of the trend channel, so it's kind of a little bit showing signs of maybe it had enough and want to go for a little bit of correction. Okay, but I still, you see on the bigger picture, it's still more looking towards going to this level, and this is more stronger level. This is where I would have seen it a little bit more of going down. Like I'm saying, you never know what the news is going to be. Good news for dollar, then we'll see it probably going to this level, and then afterwards a possible correction. So, but that's the picture at this moment. So just waiting for possible to go into this area. Okay, now we're going to pound yen. Also with pound yen, like I was saying, there was actually a good area here. We had a channel, right, and consolidation around here, and this is the breakout, which like I'm saying, I was still a little bit worried with going with pound, but here it had, and now it's kind of a little bit on an uptrend channel. So with the news, who knows what's going to happen. It kind of looking the possible head and shoulders upside down. You can see a changing of direction, but still once again, we'll see, for example, if it'll break up here and possible wait for correction here, or the best, I would say that would be my area to look at. And still I would prefer to sell pound more than to look into buy. So that's why if it will sit underneath this area and get closer to this level, I'll be still looking a little bit more into a sell in it. Okay, so but need to follow the news. So we'll see what the news are going to be there, what they're going to give us. A bit more clues possibly. Euro pound, oh, well, obviously the same. I was worrying with selling euro against pound, but I actually had an order sell here when it was around this area, which I actually cancelled, and then before it's started to drop. So, but it was a good area to actually, I pointed out, I was giving it in my screenshots as a sell buying order and a sell order. And you can see it's actually had a good drop. So finally it had a little bit of recovery. So, well, now, like I'm saying, with all of this news going on, like I'm saying, with these pairs, I'm not much comfortable with pound at this point. So we'll see for some, well, consolidation here, because pretty much in bigger picture, it's kind of a little bit in a trend channel, right? You can see it. Kind of a little bit got it, didn't touch it exactly, but it's plus minus, you know, it's not always exactly 100%, so it's a little bit, so that's why possibly had a correction. Now it might just sit in this area for a while, so it depends, like I'm saying, what's going to be in the air, and then we will see where it will go next. I mean, okay, this week I think it's a bit more concentration on the dollar news, so that's why that might we missed that good, beautiful movement. Okay, so right now maybe just waiting a little bit for it to for a bit consolidation. Okay, so it's like a really good area to consolidate because enough space to go continue the way down, and obviously enough space to have a bit of a correction. The problem is with euro, you see right now pound has this Brexit news and not good, and for euro also not good news with also ECB soften the monetary policy. That's why for me I see it a little bit risky to trade this pair at that point. So gold, and here we go. That's my favorite pair at this moment, as you saw. Okay, and because it does look like more liquidity and volatility and more people trading gold at this moment, because I don't see as many slippages and bigger spreads on gold than usual days. Okay, so that's why like compared to the crosses and main pairs, slower crosses, very big slippages, I see gold is a little bit safer for me to trade. I even trading it on a small account. I was trading it this week, and I also had good results on a smaller one, which I might show you a little bit later too. So you see trading all of these accounts. So that's why gold at this moment is I like the most. And maybe this week again I will be concentrating more on gold because it goes in, gives good results. If it gets in a bad trade, it recovers it pretty much in the same day. So that's the picture. Okay, so we had a bit of consolidation, tried to break out. This is where I got in a bad trade. Well, except the problem has happened here. I just forgotten to cancel my order, and because you know at the end of the day I usually cancel it, and I got into this bad trade, but I hadn't sell. You see on one of the accounts, and covered. It's recovered anyway. Okay, so and which I'm saying I'm not really comfortable to give so many trades to the signals as screenshots, because some of you are trading like $100, $200 accounts, and on my small account I don't place all of these trades. I will show you in a minute, just one sec. This is my $200 account, as you remember. This is the this week trades. Okay, you can see I had pretty much gold trading this week. I had one of the losing trades, okay, and which was recovered once again. You can see these are all the recovery trades, and like I'm saying, with small account, it's very hard to do it. You can see compared to the big accounts, how it's like how not many trades, right? But it's still possible. You see, that's what I'm saying. A little bit more aggressive on one account, and you need to be really careful with the smaller ones. And show you there is nothing floating. Obviously, you can see that's the results, nothing, and the total. I'm just trying to show you it's all real. There is no fake, no demo accounts, all real, and this is our result. You can see by today it's nearly $60. In profit on 200 what was 205, yeah, $205 account. So but like I'm saying, you are very limited compared to the bigger ones. So we're very limited, only few trades. But this week gold, you see I was trading quite a lot of gold on all of the accounts. So well, that's pretty much it, guys. So a little bit what's going on with gold, what to look for. Of course, you see this pattern, kind of a little bit looking like a diamond pattern, but it's not very nice still, kind of a little bit. So with this level, you need to be really careful, because there is a wing, and with different brokers, you will have a little bit different wing. I actually place it more like to the end of it, but this moment you can see it treats the bodies of the candles. Okay, you can see that it has a body here, and now it's a body here. On Monday could be movements again, because gold likes to move on Monday, and actually it's also started, well, continue and make moves in Asian session. Okay, so that's why you can try to do Asian session, but really careful with it. So I mean, I'm leaving my trades in Asian session only for the big accounts, pretty much. So now, of course, possible we will go in here, and maybe with some clues from Fed this week, it might finally break out. And obviously, well, as a diamond pattern, a possible going down if there is nothing with trade wars. again, so maybe it will have a bit of correction, let's say, okay, go down, and if not, it might continue the way up, okay. So that's why we have this pattern, because of this conflict of news, okay, conflict of news coming up. So we will see it, but like I'm saying, of course, for the best right now, it would be perfect if it will just go in here and consolidate here. Then it would be wonderful to place orders again, buy from here and sell from there. So that would be really a perfect situation. So, but hopefully it's not going to jump too much on Monday. So that's what the first, of course, will go up, then we'll see, it's one and another level. So I'm not going anywhere between. I had, that's what I was placing this, so you can see this a recovery trade, which were taken, but the main placing from one level and then from another level. So, and then it makes those moves, okay? But be careful with this. You see it comes out and then also comes out. This is where, like here, I got this in a bad trade. It moved exactly, just took me into the trade and then turned around. It happens, so you need to be prepared for things like that. You would think, oh, it goes all the time against you. Yes, it does, but that's why with EA, with my EA recovery is quite well. Like, okay, I caught a bad trade here, but I will consider it's not a bad trade. It's just okay to catch this good move, okay? Because when it recovers, it goes for finishing, cover the loss plus making the profit. So a little bit, again, you who is trading with the EA, this is the recovery factor. That's what makes it the profit, okay? So it covers the loss, okay, the original loss, plus a little bit of the profit, which you wanted originally to make. And I also increase it with this recovery factor. So it's increases it, but like 0.3 of the equivalent of the profit you wanted in dollars. So that's how I that's how I treat it. Okay, trying to get into the trade, trying to get a bigger move. Okay, with the recovery, but still with possible exit with the profit. But like I'm saying, with the recovery, the bigger you put this lot size, recovery factor, the bigger the smaller your recovery take profit, the bigger lot size will be increased. That's why you need to be really careful, use money management. Okay, so that's it from me now, guys. If you like the video, of course, don't forget to subscribe, like, join at Patreon, and happy trading, everyone. I see you next week. Bye.